Shalom, shalom. And to that, I'd like to say, Kal Halayam, La Alahaynawa, Yahweh Bashim, Rashai, Bashim, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of greatness, on who would well. Shalom. And to the brothers that pushing his works in truth and in sincerity, each word folk unto the root. And shalom unto the Israelites who have been scattered among the heathen nations. And shalom unto the sisters who have been listening and learning, and also being a husband. There's your brother Karatazar from GMS Vibration Camp of Trinidad and Tobago, here with another short lesson. Alright. So apparently roughly this video was uploaded like 2 days ago, as you could see. And this happened in the Monte, around as the information I get, it happened in around Montego, Jamaica. Alright. And there were some people were saying that it is a comet or a rocket or so forth, but a comet or something like a meteorite, it will never move so slow, right? It will not move so slow, right? This has to be a chariot of the Lord, right? And if you don't know, now you will know that a chariot of the Lord, comes in different forms and shapes, right? They also have bright lights as well, right? There's many different designs, that the Lord chariot has, right? In not one specific design, like how you will see, with like a circular, like a sphere, and it have lights around it, that the bright lights at the bottom. You understand? Some of them may have windows. All right. It's the same way, right? Like how we have different shapes in vehicles, different shapes in fans, in all sorts of things. The Lord also have different shapes, right, within his vehicle, right? But the chariots, they are a spiritual vehicle. All right, they could do things like these as you've seen in this video. All right, so let me play the video.
And we have a bag, and then I push it on back. Every time Dana push me in my town, I ain't up in my town for a phone. You push down the blue one, push it down.
Alright, some people also mention, whether they get that they would have gotten scared. Alright, so the lady, right, on one of the comment board on TikTok, she was saying that how she would have been in fear, right? And why she would have been in fear? Because you have forgotten your old paths, right? You have forgotten the ancient paths that you used to walk, that you once walked. Right? This is Jeremiah 18 and 15. Because my people had forgotten me. They have burned incense to vanity, and they have caused them to stumble in their ways, from the old paths to walk in paths, in a way not cast up. Right? So, right, because they have forgotten who your power. Right? If you knew who your power is, you would not get scared. Right? Because you would have known these things are possible. Right? You would have known that these things are possible. Right? And I don't want to roughly perhaps say the precept, right? Hosea 4 and 6. Alright. What it said here. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Right? Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Right? And just to see, it have brothers who in Jamaica as well. Right? And they are rejecting the knowledge up to this day. Right? So what you think gonna happen when all hell's when all hell's break loose, right? Especially when the chariots present themselves much lower. They're gonna see the full form of these chariots. Their heart will quake. Some of them, their hearts might even faint them. All right, continuing that thou shalt be no priest to me, um, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. All right, let me get that precept as well that I just mentioned. All right, I just roughly paraphrase. All right, this is Luke 21 and 26. Men hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Right? Right? It shall be shaken. Right? So when they see in these chariots in full effect, the hearts are going to feel them, and not just men. There's also going into men and women. Right? And it have many comments here saying many comments with that saying would they will be so afraid and so afraid. Because why? Because you don't know, and you keep rejecting the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. The scripture also mentioned that I will laugh at a calamity when the fear cometh. Right? And that is the reason, because you keep rejecting the Lord knowledge. Right? We get Jeremiah 23:27. Right? It said, which thing to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal. Right? And that's why we're in this position too as well, as a people. Right? This is why too, with the 2/3, other people, this is why, we in this situation, um because we have gone on to false gods. So the Lord have put, a curse upon us. You could get that in Deuteronomy 28. Right? He have put that curse upon us, and that is why to this day, that many of our people still, don't even know the Lord's name, because all that is the curse is upon us, unless the Lord remove that veil from your eyes. Unless the Lord, because you're basically just walking blind. Right? It was why we in today. This is why our people would get they will get scared when they see these things happening and do not know what they are. Right? Yet you have prophets set up in different countries, and yet you will reject it. Right? So we go to Ephesians. Bring out the so let me see the bring out the Proverbs. Right? The Proverbs 1 and 7. Right? And it reads, the fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. And that's just what it is. You understand? And that's just what it is. Right? They despise wisdom an instruction which the instruction goes into the discipline, which that goes into the law, statutes, and commandments. They're trying to obtain the law, keep the laws and statutes to your best of your ability, right? As we know, this flesh is set up, for us to basically go off, and that's just a constant fight for us, right? So that's why, when Jake see these things happening, they will always be, within confusion. They will be in fear, right? Um, right. This is the book of Ephesians 4:18. Right. It reads, having the understanding, darkened, being alienated from the life of power through the ignorance that is in them, because of the blindness of their hearts, right? Who's being past feeling, have given themselves over unto a a lasciviousness, unto lasciviousness, to work uncleanness and greediness. But ye have not so learned Hamashiach. You haven't learned the ways of Yahweh Shemashah. You haven't come back to your roots. You're just keeping within your wickedness, which you're keeping um unholy, right? And this is why when your fear cometh, you understand, men, the Lord will laugh at your calamity, because they have been warned many times. You have been warned. The Lord sent forth his prophets to warn before he sent his destruction. Right? And we've seen these chariots, more so than ever. Alright? I hope this lesson was edifying. And to that, I'd like to say, Kal Halayam La Alahai Nawa Yahweh Bashim Yashai, Bashim Akakadash, double honors unto the apostles and elders of great Missouri well. Shalom unto the brothers that pushing his works in truth and in sincerity to our folk under it, and shalom unto the Aquatia who's listening and learning and obeying their husbands. Until next time, it's your brother Kratazah. Shalom.